Welcome to Zonk. Story 1. A little background before I dive into my screw-up. My boyfriend, 30, and I, 26 female, have been together for 6 months. We've known each other for 2 years through an old job, but could never date because he was a manager. There have always been strong feelings between us, and we're both certain this is a relationship we want to build and develop for a lifetime. We truly are an amazing couple, and I love him more than words can explain. My best friend, 22 female, and I have known each other for 8 years. Our friendship is something I will forever cherish. We've been through so much together and met during a very difficult time in both of our lives. Without her, I'm not sure where I would be, and I'm certain she would say the same. In the past, we've had sexual relations, but our desire for an intimate relationship are non-existent. Just experimenting and fooling around. Never anything more. But we were single at the time. Okay, here we go. So last night we were hanging out and drinking. A lot. I was showing her my new vibrator, and soon after, clothes started coming off. We played around for a while and both realized we were making a mistake. We stopped, put our clothes back on, and went outside to talk. We both decided to be honest with our partners and not talk for a while. I called my boyfriend and told him what I had done. He's understandably angry and hurt. I know what I did was wrong. I want to make things right, but I know with things like this it takes time. I broke our trust. It hurts to know that I did this to someone I love so much. After all these years, especially the last 6 months, we've been nothing but loyal and honest to each other. I want nothing more than to be with him for the rest of my life. I guess I'm just here to ask what I can do. I wish I could make it all go away, but I can't. I've been cheated on before, and I could never go back. My trust couldn't be repaired. I'm hoping he understands it was a stupid mistake that will never happen again, and there's no desire for an intimate relationship between my friend and I. I've never cheated in a relationship before, and I feel disgusted with myself. Any advice is so appreciated. I'm not sure what to do or if I can fix this. Edit. It didn't accidentally happen because we were drunk. I shouldn't have done what I did, but it happened, and I want to do everything I can to repair the trust between my partner and I. I'm a very sexual person and he knows that. He does satisfy me, and I want to be monogamous with him. In the past, I've been in non-monogamous relationships, and I know now it's not what I want in a long-term relationship. I do know it will not happen again because it's not what I want, or I wouldn't have stopped, and I wouldn't be here looking for advice. I know I'm better than that, and I want to show him. Fooling around with a friend while single may be acceptable and common among different individuals. However, if you're in a committed relationship that you supposedly value, it's not merely a mistake, but a deliberate decision that needs to be acknowledged. A mistake would have been entering questionable territory with her but realizing your error and stopping. The phrase, "clothes started coming off," is so passive that it borders on being comical. How did they come off? Did they disappear by magic? No, you actively chose to remove them. You consciously decided to engage in playful activities, and it wasn't just a momentary lapse, but rather a prolonged period of time. Comments. I think you really just need to convince him to listen and explain the whole thing. Make sure he doesn't think you actually love this friend. But if he refuses to even listen, you're entitled to be angry. The best you can do now is be open and honest. Give him space when he needs it, and be there to talk when he needs it. Ask what he needs from you and be willing to provide it. Rebuilding this trust, if he wants to try, will take a long time and some self-sacrifice. There are no magic words you can say. And be aware that even after you've laid yourself bare, he still may choose to leave. Best of luck to you. Story 2. I, 26 female, then 24, cheated on my husband, 31, then 29. 1 year and a half ago, and I still feel guilty about it. My affair partner didn't know. I never told him. My ex-husband did 3 weeks after I got discovered. My affair partner empathized with my version of the story and didn't leave. I did some therapy immediately after I got myself discovered, but then I stopped it. About 4 months since my betrayal, Finding myself still attracted to my ex-husband, I put together a love triangle. Eventually, my ex-husband left. My choice became easy, and ever since then, I've been in an exclusive relationship with my then affair partner. I don't think I was ever truly remorseful. Despite witnessing firsthand the amount of pain I put my ex-husband in, I never interrupted the relationship with the man I had monkey branched onto because I knew it felt right. I hadn't felt that wanted in years, and I knew I deserved to be happy. However, still today, I still feel guilty about how the whole thing went down. I'm sure you'll say I'm disgusting. I probably deserve it. I'm still in a relationship with the person I cheated on him with, and because of it, I still feel guilty about. Despite my numerous efforts to assuage it and basically be avoidant about it and pretend like it never even happened. I feel like scum, and I don't know how the person I'm with today can even love me, despite of sorta having cheated on him too when we weren't exclusive. No matter what I had done to my ex-husband and to my current partner, he still wanted to be with me. I still feel guilty about all of this, and I don't think I should even be where I am today. I've tried many times to leave my current relationship to fix myself, but I haven't been able to do it. I'm so in love with my man, and I know this is my chance at the happiness I never found with my ex-husband. I'd love your advice on what I should do, and especially how you've coped with guilt when your relationship with your current partner started monkey branching. Thank you for reading. I have no admiration for you or your partner whatsoever. You discovered each other while purposefully causing harm to an innocent individual. It seems that both of you possess incredibly low and repulsive moral standards, so perhaps you're well suited for each other. Although neither of you deserves a partner, I suppose I should offer congratulations on finding someone who's comfortable with infidelity and enabling your abusive behavior, although that cannot be considered empathy. I'm curious about what story you two will concoct for your future children, assuming you choose to have any. Comments. I guess stop thinking about yourself as a villain. Yes, cheating is bad, but humans are far from perfect creatures. We make mistakes constantly. Problems start when you don't learn from your mistakes. It seems like the lack of consequences you faced have made your subconscious mind or superego try to make you feel guilty, to fit the societal belief that cheating is wrong and you feel a need to have more consequences for your actions than you actually dealt with. In this case, you are self-inflicting your own punishments, and only you can decide when to forgive yourself. You don't really feel guilty, you just want someone to tell you it's okay to stop worrying about what a shitty person you are. You cheated and lied and manipulated both of these men, and were selfish every step of the way, and have taken 0 steps to take accountability for your actions and improve your behavior and life. You shouldn't be where you are today. Your affair partner should have left the moment he found out you lied, and this relationship is doomed. End it now, go back to therapy, and try to actually give a frick about someone who isn't you. This is the most absurd story I've read. You feel guilty, and yet you're in a relationship with your AP? It doesn't show that you're guilty. If you're guilty, then at least prove yourself that you've turned around. You turned back from that bad behavior that cost you your marriage. Yes, I will say that you are disgusting. Disgusting. Story 3. My boyfriend and I have been together for 3 years now, both 23 years old. I cheated on him about 2 years into our relationship, and he found out about it. Ever since, I've been faithful and love him even more than before. But every now and then when he gets mad, he uses it against me even though an argument has nothing to do with it. He's even physically abused me due to his outrage. We have established not long after I cheated that we need to move on and improve our relationship, but there's no way of getting it through to his head. He still holds resentment towards me. Due to frequent irrational arguments and physical emotional abuse towards one another over the cheating incident, our relationship has been going down the drain. We argue almost every other day. Because he resents me, doesn't seem to care for me, doesn't care where I go or what I do at times, disrespects me and calls me names when he gets really mad, I now take my anger out by doing the same to him. Our relationship is a complete mess, and it's been impossible trying to talk it out. We've been on a break for a few weeks now, but I don't know when it will end. I dreadfully miss him, and I can't help but want to talk to him even though he wants space for himself. I can't help but think he might take revenge in what I made him go through and mess around, even though we have established that there is to be no messing around. I've tried to keep myself distracted, but all to no avail because we're friends on all social networks. And when we talked just a bit over texting and messages, he talked to me like a stranger and can give less of a frick about me. What should I do? How am I supposed to feel? How the hell do breaks even work? Do they even work at all? Need advice from you guys. If I'm missing out on some detail, let me know. You messed up. You should have ended the relationship back then, but instead, you wasted 2 years in a hollow and unsatisfying partnership. It's evident that he hasn't gotten over your betrayal and likely never will. In my opinion, it's futile to continue trying to salvage this relationship any longer. Both of you have made mistakes, and it's clear that things aren't working out. No matter how you try to justify it, you two don't have a nurturing and trusting relationship. It's time to put an end to it. Just like ripping off a Band-Aid, make a clean break. Avoid the misleading concept of breaks, as it will only create confusion. Take responsibility for your actions. While it's possible for people to overcome infidelity, it's apparent that you and your partner aren't able to do so. It's best to move on, and hopefully you've learned valuable lessons from this experience. Treat your next partner with more respect and consideration.